So what about Khan's opponent? With 17 knockouts in 19 fights, he has the firepower to wreck Khan's dreams. And as Craig Slater has been finding out, Breidis Prescott has come through one of boxing's toughest schools.
Downtown Barranquilla, a life on the edge. With no state handouts, the choice is work, beg or starve. It's a recipe for hungry fighters. And under bare bulbs and on creaking boards, Breidis Prescott's worked for years in the shadows. Now he gets his chance.
Yes, I've been waiting for a long time for this fight. I won't lose this opportunity. If I win this, I can get a world title fight, and all that means, it will change my life.
Prescott takes a tunnel vision approach to boxing. His Spartan room's directly above the gym.
Yes, this is my room. A boxer's room is always a bit messy, but it's where we keep our training outfit. As you can see, it's very humble. Here I can focus solely on my sport. There is no luxury here. But the effort we are putting in and the sacrifice we make means we are all more hungry to succeed.
The camp, however basic, gets results. Stablemate Cesar Canchilla's just won a WBA light flyweight title. Daniel Reyes fights for a WBO strawweight crown this month.
Yes, many champions have been passed through here. Ricardo Torres, who is a great Colombian champion, has been here too and used this gym. This is a place where great fighters are made.
Prescott's focused on speed work to combat Khan's main assets. He's won titles at a higher weight and holds height and reach advantages. His knockout ratio's better too, at 90%.
I've seen Khan fight with Gomes. We've seen what the weaknesses are, but we are well prepared for a short fight or a long fight. I don't think I can knock him out. I know I can. If I catch him with my uppercut or my left hook, he's going to go.
Certainly confident. Says he's going to knock him out in 4 rounds. They say a hungry fighter's a dangerous fighter, Jim.
Yeah, that's the case, and he's come through a real tough school. You have to remember, he's at the same stage of his career as Amir is. He wants to find out if he's genuine world class, and he knows a victory over Amir Khan will be a massive shortcut to the big time. He'll give it everything Saturday. 17
knockouts, 19 fights. He's certainly got the power.
Yeah, but he's got single punch power, which Amir probably doesn't have. You can see that delayed action shots. That's when you know a puncher is really punching properly. When you see that little delayed action, he's a little bit reckless, a little bit untidy at times, a little bit awkward, which could be a problem for Khan. But when he gets the punches home, you can see the effect, and he's punching correctly, turning the shoulders and the hips right in with the shots. And this opponent's just crumbled to the floor. Tremendous record he has.
He's tall, he's rangy, he's fought at light welter as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Amir has been criticised a couple of times, boxing smaller guys who don't punch. Well, this guy is a full lightweight. He's boxed at 10 stone and he can punch. There's no question about that.
Is it a gamble facing him?
It's a big gamble. Every fight for Amir is a gamble now because he's set a timetable on when he wants to be champion. I think he should just settle down. Don't worry, as long as he's going to be champion, which I'm sure he is. But every fight he goes into is going to be a gamble because he's he's public enemy #1, if you like.
Well, Amir Khan is leaving nothing to chance with a high-tech training regime. Totally dedicated to boxing since the age of 8, Khan is trained and treated as the complete athlete. From his carefully prepared meals to the total attention to his body. His training techniques are constantly changing. Some are high-tech, some are surprising. His strength and conditioning coach has been working 24/7 on the Khan physique.
Amir's body fat was 13.5% body fat when I first met him. It is now 3% body fat. He's put on, an enormous amount of muscle to keep the same weight. Strength-wise, he's improved enormously.
Khan's boxing trainer, Jorge Rubio, is equally diligent and ambitious. New ideas and a new feel mean that Khan's razor sharp as he enters his biggest night.
It's all about peaking on the fight now. Doing the right little things, keeping sharp, and just keeping explosive.
Amir is counting down to a world title fight, and one of our current world champions is also in action on Saturday night. Scotland's Alex Arthur faces a difficult defence against former world title challenger Nicky. So can Arthur hold on to his crown? Here's Craig Slater.
It's official, Alex Arthur's now king. The WBO's elevation of him from interim to full champion signalled a career landmark, but only a staging post.
It's been a long road, you know. I've had my ups and downs, you know. I've had to be patient, you know. I've had to endure patiently, and I've had to work very, very hard to get to the position I'm in.
Arthur showed early star quality.
Knockout! Amazing Alex Arthur!
He was in line for some major fights, but then ran into Michael Gomez. Lessons were learned, with the belts to prove it.
I had to come back, win British, Commonwealth, European, international titles before I got the opportunity and the chance to fight for a version of a world championship.
Now he'll look to retain the hunger of a challenger in a Scotland-England battle with Nicky.
I would say it'll be a very exciting contest, yeah. I think that none of us are going to give ground, you know. I'm the champion. You know, I'm the big fish that they want to fry, so they're going to come in. Every one of them's going to come hungry. I expect that fully. I am one of the biggest super featherweights out there. Let's just see if Nicky can handle it up there with the big lad.
Wayne McCulloch brings big fight experience to his corner, and Arthur hopes stability, having chopped and changed his backroom team.
Winning the championship of the world is tough, but keeping it is tougher. You know, everybody wants a piece of what you have. They're hungry. They're all hungry for what to do, but Alex is training like he's still a contender.
Amazing Alex now has substance as well as style. He's ready to take his place amongst Britain's elite.
We're hoping that in the coming year or so, you know, Alex Arthur will be spoken along the lines of those guys, because I believe I'm every bit as good as them all. I've got belts, I own belts, and there's belts in my living room that Kawasaki and Hatton haven't got, you know. You know, I've got British titles for keeps and European titles that they never won, you know, so they've probably got more money in the bank than me, but I've got more belts than them. That's something that you remember.
What do you reckon, Jim? Will Alex Arthur be smiling on Saturday night?
Yeah, I think so, because this really is his world title fight. You don't feel like a world champion that you have actually won a world title fight. So this is the night he proves he's worthy of being called world champion. Up
against Nicky, moving up a weight. What encouragement will he take from Alex Arthur's last performance against Stephen Foster?
Well, that was a flat performance from Alex Arthur that night. I think he was looking beyond this fight to bigger things. I don't know that his mind was on the job. I think he wanted some of the big names in boxing. He didn't perform the way you would expect him to perform. So Nicky will be looking at this. He'll see a lot of mistakes made by Arthur. He'll see a lot of gaps in defence. He'll see concentration lapses. And he'll reckon that the last time Cook boxed for the world title against Luvana, it was a difficult opponent. He'll prefer Alex Arthur as an opponent because he stands his ground, aggressive, and he can get to him easier.
Is weight going to be an issue in this fight?
Yeah, I worry about Alex Arthur, how strong he's going to be. I thought he'd been a lightweight already. He's a massive super featherweight. Cook has come up from featherweight, and you can see the effects of that punch there on Arthur. In the 11th round, Stephen Foster Jr. is not a massive puncher, but look at the effect that punch had on him. That could be a weight issue.
What about having Wayne McCulloch in your corner? That's got to give Arthur a massive boost, hasn't it?
Yeah, Wayne's a great motivator. He's been there and done it himself, so he knows when a fighter needs a little bit of encouragement or a kick up the backside. Great man to have in your corner.